What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Legend of Grimrock. My name is Splattercat, and I'm happy to have you here today as we work our way through yet another set of puzzles. Now, I've messed around with the switch a little bit, and I see that there's... If you listen to that right there, you can hear it coming from that direction. That's because there's a door right here. Now, you may be wondering if these are infinitely respawning. They are. These are just respawning over and over and over again. So I think what we need to do to make this work, let me lead him back here, is I'm going to try and frost bomb him on top of the button, because I've tried everything else to get it to stay depressed. I've tried telling stories about, you know, like dying kittens and just all kinds of stuff, and it doesn't seem to function. So let's go through the gate right here. Good. And so that appears to have worked. Howdy doody fine. Just in case you're into saying howdy to the duties, I don't know. That's like one of those shows that our parents had that I never really understood the reference. As far as I can tell, it's like a ventriloquist dummy that looks super creepy. I guess kids back in the day thought creepy stuff was cute, or I don't know. I just don't know. There's nothing cute about anything with ventriloquism. Ventriloquism should not be encouraged. Let's go back over here, and we'll throw that on the top of the list. We've got another key, so I'm thinking the thing that we have to do is get a key from every single wing of the dungeon. I don't know if that's truth or not, but I get the feeling that that's sort of what they're leaning us towards, and so hopefully we don't fall over. The second that you become too inclined, that's the big thing that you always got to worry about, is that perhaps gravity might take over and then send you back down below. Let's find our way out of this hellhole. Presumably fighting yet another skeleton. I'll grab my arrow back right there. Entrance! I missed it. I walked right by it. I should have figured, but... you know. Is there an area that I haven't looked at right here? Oh, there is. I never walked back up in here. Okay, well, for the little completionist in me who will see this at the end of the level and be like, well, I have to go back over there. I didn't clear every single square. And unless you clear every single square, I can't go on to the next level. That just, it doesn't work like that. I can't do it. I feel anxious. I feel anxious. Then I gotta get my paper bag and, you know, breathe heavily into it. At which point, everybody starts looking at me funny and wondering if I'm gonna just go totally postal. The answer is no, I will not. Let's watch out for our ogre friend over here, who is in the vicinity somewhere. Where the ogre is, I couldn't tell you, but the ogre is around here somewhere. So let's go and over here. No? Ooh, throwing a knife. Wait, didn't I pick up a throwing knife already? Do I have this throwing knife? I don't know if I have this throwing knife. Oh well, put the shuriken back on. Where'd the ogre go? Oh well. The Halls of Fire. Let's do the Halls of Fire next. I'm hoping that I'm the one giving the fire rather than the one receiving it, though. 'Tis better to give than to receive. What the hell did that do for me? The mage's entrance. Great, I wasted a shuriken. Oh, we've got one of them in here. Okay. Oh, two of... Is it one or two? Oh, it's two. Okay. And since I don't want to fight with these, especially when misses are on the line, they aren't as bad as they were when we first encountered them, but I would still prefer to do as much of my damage from a ranged position as possible. Additionally, I have to stop the fight right here. I don't much have a choice, because if I allow him to move forward, the other one can enter the room and then we can get stuck in between the two of them. However, I allowed it to happen because I don't like to stick to my strategies. I was like, meh, I do what I want. I think a frost arrow might do right here. While he's turned around, I'm going to try and stab him in the ass real fast so that we can get free hits off. The ice arrows don't appear to be doing any form of damage, whether it be physical, magical. Oh, Christ. Okay, so let's equip that right there. We still haven't found a crossbow. I do want to check out the crossbow and use that for a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of crossbows in real life. Those of you who have been following my stream of Dishonored, I'm not a giant fan of crossbows, but I am coming around. The crossbow in Dishonored is actually pretty dope. There we go. And so now he's down. Having taken him out, we can explore his domicile, or his shared domicile. I bet they were a couple. That's what I like to think of. They were a couple. They had made it through a lot of the troubles and hard times here in the dungeon just by leaning on one another and just finding strength in their partner, until one day I came along and I ruined everything. I think I should probably fall down one of these holes, right? Let's go back and rest, and then we'll fall down a hole and see how that works out for us. Close that off so that we can't get surrounded and attacked. Okay, we're good. Let's take a little nappy poo. We're also due for another one of those weird little dreams that we've been having as we've been going through the dungeon. We haven't had one in, well, I don't know, maybe like an hour or so of gameplay. They tend to pop up pretty often. I would love for my mage to come back to life. BT dubs. While we're on the subject, my mage is missing out on almost an entire floor's worth of XP while he's here. I don't know if it's giving him, yeah, it's not giving him the XP for the dead time, so we may have to give him, oh, I need to equip. Hold on, we'll give the XP necklace to him. We'll give the ice necklace to her. There we go, looking better. Looking much, much better. Not to say that we were shabby looking in the first place, but down the hole! That's about what I figured. Lurker's pants. They have a super awesome sash. Those sashes, that sash is super dope. What kind of pantaloons are you? Oh, never mind. We're not going to be using those either. Fortunately, it's just another piece of terrible gear that I'm just not going to use. I hope there's not any big creepy crawlies down in here. Okay. There's a freaky fly, but there's no creepy crawlies. So let's get rid of the freaky fly. That was easy enough. We've been fighting those since like the first floor. And there's one of the elemental ones. And so what we intend to do right here is he's actually blocked off, which works out great for us. We also want to get out of the way so that when his friend dies, because this thing uses a ranged attack and we don't want to be in front of it. We just want to kind of dance in and out. Oh, now we're trapped. Okay. Well, having our choices removed here. And choice is not like a tonsil. It's sort of a thing that's required in a lot of cases. Got a big old box down here. What's in it? An antidote. That antidote looks like it's the wrong color. Our antidotes are typically green. The fact that we have a yellow antidote right here is slightly worrisome. I'm going to leave the box on the ground because I'm already carrying around too much of them anyways. Or too many of them. You can't carry around too much box. You can carry around too many boxes. There we are. That sounds a little bit better. It's not making my eye twitch from inappropriateness. Let's get our health back because we did soak a ton of AoEs right there. And so we're definitely feeling the burden. Get these tar beads. I have so many tar beads right now. I could make an insane amount of potions if I wanted to. Just an absolutely ludicrous amount. Looks like this is another spot for the pit. I'm guessing that the other hole, that thing doesn't see us. Oh, there's a pit that goes down even deeper? Jesus. Okay. So, I don't know what to do about that. Let's finish off this floor first. I think it's typically a pretty good idea to finish what's on your plate first before you take anything else. I don't want to have eyes that are bigger than my stomach or... Oof, he got me. I tried to back away from it, but I just wasn't fast enough. Do some damage right there. Try to avoid allowing him to AoE me. If you can run him around one of these pillars, that's just fine. And he should be pretty low. I was going to say, he's got to be close, right? Not with us. He's probably close with the rest of these guys because they've been trapped down here in the dungeon for God knows how long. What do they eat anyways? Like, how are these biological systems supported? Go take that. I don't see any buttons in that corner. It looks like this is just like the central repository for every single... I don't know why you would need sandals or peasant's breeches at this point. Seems like one of those items that... a little bit outdated at this juncture. Well, I think the bravest idea is just to jump down that other hole. I mean, we're already down one hole, so why not go down a second? You know what I mean? We're already a little bit extended out from where we were. I don't know where that teleporter goes. Let's give ourselves a little nap time here just to get a little bit of extra XP. They don't typically tend to jump you right when you fall down the hole, but they might. It's never too late for them to pull an about face on their previously endorsed tactics. So we're down even deeper. This puts us on level 8. The vault, dear God. Trying to look for buttons as we go. I didn't check this wall right here. I know my eye never hit that button. Ooh, we've got a bunch of those little buggy things. Okay, so frost bomb. What is it? I've never seen this door model before. That's crazy. Looks like a prison cell. I don't see anything indicative of an exit to this area. There's no clues or anything either. Yeah, okay, so that's going to do that right there. And I bet there's something good in there that you sort of want. What was on that scroll, by the way? We picked up a scroll. Westmost. I don't even know what that means. Westmost? Alright, well, we'll pin that down with the dagger for right now. And since we've got a rather large amount of fire bombs, I don't think it would be too terrible of an idea to employ those very, very aggressively. I remember these being a lot more difficult when we first encountered them, and we're doing pretty well right now. Okay, well, we made it in here. I hear the sound of another ogre. And I'm gonna do my best to cleave my way through his lairs if he decides to come through me. You're already in my lair, you dick. That's why I'm so angry. Not allowed to be in here. Meh. Oh, and let me guess. I pull that. Hold on. So that opens that right there. Which means technically I gotta put this right here. There's no telling what's gonna be in there though. Here, let's have a look and make sure that nothing bad's gonna happen when I do this. So looking through there, things are moving, but it's hard to tell whether that's just the local fauna of the dungeon. So I'll put the dagger right there. Let's take a chance. Oh wow, a plate mail helmet. Don't mind if I do. Let's get rid of... God, I'm carrying around so much stuff right now. We'll get the crag beetle taken care of. Continue just throwing randomness on him. What's that going to do for me? 12 protection compared to the phalanx helmet? Cool. We don't even need to carry that around with us any longer, so we'll just throw that on the shelf over there. Not bad. Not bad. I'm pretty pleased, actually, about what we got done in this dungeon. I'm glad that we came down here. The second hole was a good plan because the plate mail helmet, that's pretty awesome. It's going to be a good boon to our defense. And back up we go, I assume. Okay, so I think we're in the central room, although we never finished the Halls of Fire. So let's go back and do that. Part of me wants to fight this ogre, actually. Let's see if we can fight the ogre. Just get him out of the way. Oh, he seems kind of resilient. He does look like he's probably not going to go down from anything that I do to him. I mean, the fire bombs are doing a reasonable amount of damage. I don't know if he's got like a bald bull thing going on where you can only damage him during like big charges or something, but we're definitely not hurting him. I think his natural armor class is sort of keeping us from I mean, if I could just get him to charge over and over again, I suppose that we could just attack him from behind, because I know you get a bonus from... Ooh. Alright, alright. I mean, I think you get a natural bonus from attacking behind. I could see that charge getting you into trouble if you don't know that it's coming. Let's try poison then. Oh, we got him! So what is this? The ogre hammer. Requires maces 9, accuracy minus 20. He's got a sack. Okay, so we beat the ogre and we ripped off his sack. That doesn't seem like the nicest thing to do at the end of the battle. It sounds sort of Achillean, but alright. I mean, we're not dragging him around the battlefield. We actually just, like, cut off his nuts after we defeated him, and he keeps his loot in it. Who knew? A gold key. So killing him was a necessity. You actually do need to do that. And so we have a set of 3 keys right now, each of which does something I know not what. I've seen no key slots this entire run, so I couldn't honestly hazard a guess. We did use up some resources right there, though, getting that done. What was this over here? Sequences. That doesn't sound friendly. That sounds like something that you would name your spaceship right before it gets invaded by hostile demons or something. We were on the Emperor's Sequences when we were teleported through the warp. Foul creatures, demons, and minions from Nurgle's abyss. For the Emperor and Sequences. Sounds like a planet in the Imperium. I'm from Sequences. Alright, never mind. I'm gonna let the shenanigans go for now. That is going to shoot me. Ow, my ass. Oh, Jesus. So now it just shoots repeatedly? Alright, well I'm gonna rest right here because our health is totally I mean, it's pretty... Oh, never mind. Hold on, Rogue needs to eat. And... Okay, so now we're good. I would love for my mage to be back alive. That would be a thing that I would love to have happen. I know that I talk shit about him all the time and I act like he's not that great, but he is in fact... Ooh. Ow. Okay, alright, alright. Vacating, vacating. Ooh, what was that? The fire blade. Hell yeah, that thing looks amazing. I'm excited. It has charges though. Why? Why are the charges necessary? Why? Just make it a fire sword forever. A scroll of fireball. We'll throw that. Oh, he's full up too. Well, damn. Got all kinds of lackluster things happening right now. Suppose we'll organize some of this. Okay, and so he's overweighted. I think ultimately we'll throw the leather greaves on her. She'll keep her excess equipment right there for when I get her dodge up high enough to where she can wear leather gear. And everybody else... I see no point in carrying all this lurker's gear around with me. That I've probably got to jump down the hole. But I'm going to find a central repository for all this gear so that if I have to backtrack, I can just go grab it real fast. And so I'll put it... That's not what I wanted. We'll put the lurker's vest right there. We'll put that right there. Throw that on him. The dragon's gaze I don't care about. The westmost, that's still... I have no idea what that's indicating to me, but I assume it'll become apparent later. With her, need to re-equip those. I feel like I'm missing one, but I'm not going to contemplate it for too long. I think I threw one in an episode. I saw it on the footage, and it probably drove a bunch of you crazy. A couple episodes ago, I know I threw a shuriken on accident. I never went and got it, so I know at least 3 or 4 of you have probably shouted at me at that for now, but it's been like 5 episodes, so over it. Totally over it. Let's jump down this hole just to... Did I jump down it already? Now I'm messing with myself. I think I jumped down the other one, but I don't think I jumped down... And you, sir, where did you come from? Or madam, I'm not really sure about your genital configuration. Hell, you could be asexual, at which point I don't even know what... you could be one of those critters that just swaps at will, and you're like, I feel like being a female today. I think that sounds like pretty good prospects for the next 24 hours. Probably not going to allow that to happen, just saying. Alright, get my attacks off here. Damn it. If you would stop missing. Hello. Got so much damage being dealt right now. Alright, we got that. There's nothing on the floor right there, is there? Okay, I thought there was something sitting on the floor. The game is starting to mess with my head. The game is starting to mess with my head, so I need to turn around. Go back over here. We're going to take a minute and rest. And after we do that, I'm going to jump down this hole. I mean, I lost the shuriken throwing it over there. That's where it went. Alright. If this takes me to the same dungeon that I was already in earlier, it does. So I wonder how we get that to go up. The little trapdoory thing. Because until we can figure out what to do with that trapdoor... Yeah, I'm just pondering it right now. I'm just pondering. I found that it's better to just shut my gob whenever I'm trying to think about something because I make mistakes. Almost every mistake I make is because I'm holding a conversation with you, my viewer. Like, talking, it uses up all my brain power, and so that's why I sometimes slip up and do dumb stuff, and I don't make these mistakes when I play games by myself. I want to make that clear. When I'm not talking or, holding like a dialogue, I usually do pretty well in games. Unfortunately, I'm still not seeing any way to get that trapdoor up, so I think we'll just go on to one of the other areas, and we'll deal with the Hall of Mages last, I guess? I don't know. So you, sir, you're up. I'll probably save that sword for our next encounter with an ogre. Now these, we actually sort of have to fight these mano a mano. So I think it's probably going to be a good time to employ some of my throwing objects to maybe guarantee that I get a kill right here or there. Especially considering how hard these things hit. Okay, and then from here on out, let's go ahead and we'll put the shurikens in, drink a health potion, because, let's face it, I've got plenty of health objects, so I'm not really concerned about it. We're getting some decent damage done right here. I need to... my finger positioning's off right now. If you're wondering why I'm turning and not strafing so much, it's because I've made a mistake and my fingers shifted on my keyboard and I haven't gotten them back into their wonderful cardinal position yet. Was that a milkweed right there? That was. Or a milk reed or whatever you want to call it. Alright, so the remainder of our ammo, we have so many arrows right now. I'm pretty pleased. I'm hoping that later on, you're pretty pleased. That means when someone asks for me, they say pretty pleased. Pretty pleased. Let's throw one of these keys in here, I guess. I wonder if they're interchangeable. Oh my god, there's the crystal. We could have done this so much sooner. And now our wonderful wizard of war. There we go. I was looking for another W word. Our wonderful wizard of war is ready to roll. I think what I'll do right now is I'm going to break off the episode right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Legend of Grimrock. And if you've noticed my voice has gotten weird and tense, that's because I'm stretching right now. I made every attempt to not stretch, but unfortunately my muscles are feeling a little bit constrained. So I will see you all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and as always, hi-do.